Riley Sexsmith.
Hey guys, welcome to day 2 of Formula Drift Road Atlanta. Last night went really well, other than taking forever. Qualified 3rd, which put us in top 16 battle with that guy over there, Adam LZ. So it should be interesting. Obviously I've never driven with him before, but looking at his runs yesterday, he's pretty consistent and looks like he's fairly quick, so I don't think I'll have an issue getting jammed up behind him. We'll just have to kind of get accustomed to each other's style and get it worked out. So right now, the boys are checking over the car. I did a couple wheel drops off the inside of inner clip 1 yesterday during practice and qualifying, and unfortunately it's a pretty big drop. We noticed when we were working on the car earlier that one of the wheels got a crack in it and was scuffed up from the curbing. So we changed the wheel out. I did it again, of course, because I'm a meathead. And so now we're just going to give the car a full once-over, bolt check the front and the rear, double check the toe settings and alignment in the front, and just make sure it's good for tandem practice and competition today.
We're going to do a bolt check on the car, check it over, make sure everything's good, nothing's loose, nothing's bent, nothing's broke, basic stuff.
Okay, what are you normally tightening and checking?
Every bolt we can touch. Just make sure everything's tight, everything's good.
Cool. So, are we changing anything with the setup or the alignment or anything?
I don't believe we're changing anything at the moment. Make sure there's nothing's bent, everything's good. Car was good yesterday, should be good today, so we'll see what happens.
And you can do an alignment on the front?
We'll check the alignment, see where it's at. If it's cool, then we'll leave it. If not, then we'll fix it.
Cool. Okay, so during the all-important nut and bolt check, what did we find?
The steering rack's a little bit loose. I mean, it's not moving left or right at all, but it's lifting kind of up or down. So we're going to try and stop it from moving.
Are we actually going to use pop stands?
We're going to use whatever we can. We're kind of limited on the resources here, but we'll see. I don't think it's like a major problem, but just sort it out just in case it is.
on what we've done today?
So far, not a whole lot. Just kind of watched and hung out, relaxed a little bit. It's gonna be a long night, so you don't want to go too hard in the morning. Right now, we're just getting ready. Car's firing up. We have top 16 practice for I think an hour and a bit, maybe an hour. And then it basically goes straight into top 16. We have opening ceremonies, and then that's about it. We're on the second half of the ladder, so we will have a little break in between practice and competition to check everything over and make sure it's good. The goal now is to try and get some runs in with Adam and just kind of figure out how he drives.
So you'll try and pair up with him if you can.
I would like to. I mean, you really don't have any control over that. It's just kind of how it happens. But because there's only 8 pairs, the chances of it happening are pretty high. So cool. We'll see. Mix it up and see.
Are we changing anything in the car?
Changes. Not really. We just set it back up to outlaws before it rained. May add a little rear tire pressure. I'm gonna wait and see. We'll do a run or two and then mess with it then. But just set it back to how it was. The first qualifying run, the car felt pretty good. So cool.
All right, go get ready.
Practice. Yeah,
Okay.
practice went well. I got 4 runs, I think, 4 runs.
Yeah.
And I followed Kenrick Meyer for the 1 run. He had an issue, so I didn't get a full pull. But I got 2 lead runs. I spun over the finish on 1, which
I
was
saw
interesting.
that.
Yeah,
I was right down there.
I was a little too excited. And other than that, it went pretty good. I followed Donati, and it was actually a pretty decent run. I felt pretty comfortable, so it is what it is. We'll just have to run it. And we dipped the tire pressures a bit.
Did we?
Sorry, we adjusted tire pressures a bit and settled on a little bit higher pressure for chasing. Just it makes it easier if I have to check up through the keyhole. I can get it back up on boost a little easier. So sacrifice a little outright grip for that.
Cool.
It is Riley Sexsmith.
Sexsmith, Adam LZ, Sexsmith with that 2JZ powered 86, Adam LZ with his S15, and here we go. Coming down the hill, Sexsmith from Canada, LZ from Orlando. Sexsmith initiates. Adam LZ getting all of that, and looks like he washes out as he got into the rumble strip. He was trying to push a little too hard there behind Sexsmith. And definitely a seasoned driver in Riley Sexsmith. Seen him compete up in Canada, seen him compete at other events, and even here in Formula Drift. And Adam LZ looks like he bit off more than he could chew. Here we go, LZ out front. Sexsmith, big Manji entry there from LZ. Oh, and another straining there from LZ. Almost getting into the kitty litter. And as far as chaseable run, that is a very difficult run to chase him down. Whoa, buddy. I mean, at this point, Ryan, truth be told, I think Sexsmith could have shut it down at that point.
From a rule standpoint, that would be an incomplete and the run stopping.
Slide him left for LZ, right for Sexsmith, and Riley Sexsmith unanimously gets the win. Riley Sexsmith gets the win and moves on. Sexsmith qualifying 3rd, Sorensen qualifying 6th. This should be a pretty good battle on paper. and seeing their driving styles and what they did. Sexsmith had a good lead run. Can Brandon mimic it? Brandon coming us from Las Vegas. Sexsmith from Canada. Sexsmith initiates, getting the rumble strip. Brandon Sorensen right there on that back quarter. Sexsmith kind of taking a very tight line. He got into the grass even now, into that first outer zone, coming into the horseshoe. Sexsmith, Sorensen shortening it up, taking a shallower line to gain proximity. He does that. Now coming out of the horseshoe, and Sexsmith powers out. And Sexsmith with that 2J powered 86, that NV Auto vehicle pulling away from Sorensen. Yeah, Sexsmith looks like she's got an extra little boost here. And talking with him, earlier during the break, he was feeling the flow. He's hyped. Here we go. Brandon Sorensen, the young gun man, 15 years old, comes into that first clip. And Sorensen now looks like he's separating himself from Sexsmith. So Sorensen out front. Sexsmith does take a wide line. We saw earlier that Sorensen took a shallower line, so that might be a deciding factor here between these two drivers as Sorensen tied around that final clip. The winner going against Josh Robinson. Slide him left for Sorensen, right for Sexsmith. That's a one more time, and it's unanimous. So it's either the Canadian Sexsmith or the Las Vegas young gun that is Brandon Sorensen. Sexsmith out front, and away they go from that start line. Sexsmith, a little faint entry there, a wide swing. That was a very uncharacteristic initiation there from Sexsmith.
Yep. That was very odd. That's going to come into play, no question about it.
It seemed like it was a delayed initiation. We'll have to back that up, but all things considered, Sorensen still continuing on pace, and Sexsmith and Sorensen rounding it out. But yeah, let's look at that again, Ryan. You definitely interjected there.
Yeah,
it's that X factor, right? Here we go, Sorensen and Sexsmith. On the second half of this battle, Sorensen, midline, throws it in. And Sexsmith overshooting, looks like he pushes a little bit, washes out, but he keeps it on the asphalt. Now Sorensen shortens up a little bit. Sexsmith goes midline, overshoots that front clip. I think that Sorensen, if he can round out this final clip, he might have the victory here. Great driving by Sexsmith, but just kind of those, seemed like a little couple lapses for Sexsmith. Slide him left for Sorensen, right for Sexsmith. And Ryan, Andy, and Brian say Brandon Sorensen. Brandon Sorensen.
The 30-second closeout.
Sure.
All right. What happened? Give me the
What didn't happen?
notes.
Beat LZ.
Yep.
One more time with Sorensen. And actually, I should say, after we went against LZ, we had some like weird intake air temperature spike that we've never had before. I don't know what that's all about. So we have to look at the things at the shop. And then one more time with Sorensen. And on the one more time battle, as Riley was coming down the hill, an alarm triggered and the ECU basically shut the car down for a split second. And it kind of like bobbled the whole run up, and the judges decided that it was an unfair move on Riley's behalf. So they dinged him pretty hard on that. Plus on the chase run, he was fairly far behind. So I think anyways, the car is definitely down on power. Something's up. So
back to Canada.
Back to Canada. And the white balance is going to be all wrong now.
Yeah. You actually look really epic right now.
Okay,
yeah,
sick.
It's good.
Epic. So back home, learned some lessons at this event for sure. The V8 cars are like here, like they're able to like really get on the throttle late after starting. So like they come out of the start box, first, second, and then they just hit it. Where our car, because it's got big turbos, 2J, Riley has to be on it right from the start. So probably gonna put a little bit of nitrous on the car, see how that works out, and figure out the intake temps, see what's going on.
Well, nitrous should fix that anyways.
Yeah, the nitrous will definitely help that out. Cool. Anyhow, so there's a couple of changes we need to make or updates, or I don't know, it's always learning. So this is, we always knew the 2J was kind of sucky for spooling the turbo. We run a real big turbo on the car. So, anyways, whatever. It was a good weekend. Qualified third, went to the top 8 one more time. So I mean, both drivers were on it. So it's not you know, it's not terrible, not amazing, but St. Louis in a few months, so we get to tweak the car a little bit, spend some more time. We're gonna mess with the shifter position and whatnot. So all kinds of things happening.
Sweet.
Yep.
So beer time.
Yes, it is time. We're taking the awning down because tomorrow apparently we're supposed to have epic.
Oh, we're taking it right down.
Yeah.
Oh.
Tomorrow's supposed to be thunderstorms, so we don't want to be doing this in rain.